I would like to request for a moment of silence for the recitation of Holy Quran. Holy Quran will be recited by Mariam Rasa, a student of Sinatul Madarsa.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أولم يعلموا أن الله يبسط الرزق لمن يشاء ويقدر إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يؤمنون قل يا عبادي الذين أسرفوا على أنفسهم لا تقنطوا من رحمة الله إن الله يغفر الذنوب جميعا إنه هو الغفور الرحيم وأنيبوا إلى ربكم وأسلموا له من قبل أن يأتيكم العذاب ثم لا تنصرون واتبعوا أحسن ما أنزل إليكم من ربكم من قبل أن يأتيكم العذاب بغتة وأنتم لا تشعرون أن تقول نفس يا حسرة على ما فرطت في جنب الله وإن كنت لمن الساخرين صدق الله العظيم.
Thank you, Rasa, for the beautiful recitation. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming His Excellency Dr. J. Shankar, Minister of External Affairs of the Republic of India, holder of the Distinguished Order of Izzuddin, His Excellency Abdullah Shahid, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Maldives, His Excellency Ahmad Nasim, Minister of Health. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the inauguration ceremony of Vilunu. I am Ahmad Hilmi from National Drug Agency. Ladies and gentlemen, let me inform you the agenda. Next is the opening remarks by His Excellency Ahmad Nasim, Minister of Health. After the Minister of Health, remarks from His Excellency Dr. J. Shankar, Minister of External Affairs of the Republic of India, followed by the holder of the Distinguished Order of Izzuddin, His Excellency Abdullah Shahid, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Maldives, followed by the conclusion remarks from the Deputy Minister of Health, Shama Sharif, Chairman of the National Drug Agency Board. After the Deputy Minister's remarks, signing of guest book by His Excellency Dr. J. Shankar, Minister of External Affairs of the Republic of India, holder of the Distinguished Order of Izzuddin, His Excellency Abdullah Shahid, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Maldives. After the signing of the guest book by His Excellencies, there will be a tour of Vilunu, followed by the tour. Departure of principals from Vilunu to Medu tourism area will take place. Before I go any further, I would like to once again express my sincere gratitude to the distinguished guest. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce His Excellency Ahmad Naseem, Minister of Health, for the opening remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, let us give him a resounding round of applause.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The Minister of External Affairs of India, His Excellency Dr. J. Shankar, Minister of Foreign Affairs and bearer of the Distinguished Order of Izzuddin, His Excellency Abdul Shahid, Minister of Higher Education, His Excellency Dr. Ibrahim Hassan, Mayor of Addu, Honorable Ali Nizar, Honorable MPs, Honorable Councillors, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and the warmest welcome to beautiful Hulmidu. We are here today to inaugurate Vilunu, an initiative envisioned by the National Drug Agency, finally realized in part because of the kind generosity shown by our lifelong friend, India, and the relentless and collaborative efforts of several institutions of the government of Maldives, to name a few, and most importantly, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Planning Ministry. Some may be curious by name Vilunu. So let me tell you, we wanted a name representative of hope that represents our commitments to help the victims of this curse. Vilunu, derived from the Maldivian word Vilunu Verikang, means resilience, which means to come back stronger. It means to possess or develop the inner strength to achieve one's desired goal by persevering no matter how difficult the challenge may be. Vilunu is a keystone of the pledges made by His Excellency President Ibrahim Muhammad Salih. In fact, let me take this opportunity to thank our President for the commitment and attention he gives to finding sustainable solutions to the drug endemic of Maldives. He proved his commitment by forming a task force at the highest level of the government to proactively monitor and scrutinize all relevant stakeholders and motivate us all by providing the assistance we require to support those affected by substance misuse. Often we ask why. Why did you start this? And the answers are usually variations of, it helps me escape emotional pain or stress. Or it helps me blend in with my friends or gain confidence. This shines a light on the original source from which destructive behaviors often manifest from, and gives those behaviors the strength to persist, much to the detriment of the person. So instead of questioning why did you start, let us start by asking what is the cause of your pain? And most times the answer is guaranteed to be childhood trauma and the shame victims are made to feel because of it. Trauma is that invisible force that shapes our lives and the way we live. It makes us question our sense of belonging, our self-confidence, and validity of our closest connections. Therefore, Vilunu and its programs are coming into form with these concepts at its very core. Our program will not be used to fix problems, but to create safe spaces where voices can be heard, understood, and most importantly, loved. There is power in our words, in human connections. Most importantly, there is nothing that can stand against a united community. Community-enforced motivational words and genuine empathy have capacity to resonate internally and provide us human beings with strength to become the best versions of ourselves. With that in mind, our prevention team at NDA has conducted sensitization programs developed specifically for Hulmidu drug users, to bring the community together and enrich their knowledge base with information needed to support our programs. If the root cause is identified as at a preventable stage, and if action is taken at the right time, then imagine the difference we could make in a country with a small population such as the Maldives. These are the most important tenets of primary health care. Prevention using awareness and community empowerment and collaboration across the borders of our institutions. I am of the firm belief that we are doing a terrific job collaborating across the sectors in working towards one common goal, ensuring a healthy and empowered community. Vilunu is testament to what multi-agency collaboration and leadership can achieve in a short period of time. To support this high-level initiative, India has been working non-stop to prepare Vilunu to deliver programs that follow international best practices. I thank them for their commitment and hope that the fruits of their labor and the community drives the change in substance use behavior in Hulumidu and the entire South. I cannot leave this podium without recognizing the efforts of the Chair of the Social Council, His Excellency Vice President Faisal Naseem, who has driven positive changes in our social sector and motivated us all with compassion, understanding, and focus. I would like to thank Minister Abdul Shahid for his role in ensuring that Maldives fared better than our initial predictions during the worst of the pandemic by proactively seeking out aid from other countries. His efforts ensured that Maldives received our first batch of COVID-19 vaccines only 48 hours after the vaccines were deployed in India. I thank the Government of India for always being for us in our time of need. Let us work as one with one empathy and understanding. Let us emulate the very essence of Vilunu and create a resilient community in Hulumidu. May God bless us all. Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to introduce His Excellency Dr. J. Shankar, Minister of External Affairs of the Republic of India. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome Dr. J. Shankar and give him a very warm round of applause.
Excellency, Foreign Minister Abdullah Shahid, Excellency, Health Minister Ahmed Naseem, other ministers present, esteemed Mayor of Adu City, senior officials from the Ministry of Health and the National Drug Agency, dear friends. I'm delighted to participate in the inauguration of this Drug Detoxification and Rehabilitation Center. I'm pleased that this center, funded jointly by India and the Maldivian government, is the first of our 20 high-impact community development projects to be completed. It is heartening to know that it was completed within 1 year, despite the logistical challenges of the COVID pandemic. While drug trafficking is a crime and obviously deserves zero tolerance, drug addiction is a health and social issue that requires infrastructure, science, but most of all, understanding and compassion to treat. The process of de-addiction and rehabilitation requires infrastructure and trained professionals. I'm glad to hear that this center is now functional with 24 trained staff in place and will start in-house rehab processes next week for 20 patients. I wish the Ministry of Health, the National Drug Agency, the Adu City Council, and the people of Adu all the very best in this endeavor to assist their communities. I want to say today, amidst you, that India will stand by you in these efforts. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, India-Maldives partnership in the health sector, of which this center is one component, has a long tradition. The Indira Gandhi Memorial Hospital in Male has been a linchpin of Maldives' tertiary healthcare for decades. Maldivian doctors and specialists receive training in Indian institutions. During the pandemic, we were able to create an air corridor for thousands of Maldivians seeking advanced health care in India. Our gathering here today is also a celebration of your success in the fight against COVID-19. I congratulate President Soli, his government, and the people of Maldives for the resilience you have shown. I'm proud of our cooperation with Maldives in this difficult journey through the last 2 years. Many of the projects that I have spoken about, the high-impact community development projects, are conceptualized and implemented the world over by local and city councils. This is, in fact, what defines, what really sets apart these projects. And what it does, because it has local ownership and local buy-in, it ensures timely implementation because the councils have a direct stake in their success. We are currently implementing 20 such projects in the Maldives in diverse areas of health, education, fisheries, tourism, sports, gender empowerment, and culture. 9 of these are located in Addu, including 5 ecotourism sites, tourism zones, one of which I will be joining in the inauguration of later this evening in Meedu. I'm happy to announce that the Government of India will support 7 more high-impact community development projects, including the establishment of a mental health unit in Addu Hospital. I look forward to the rapid execution of all these projects in Addu and obviously elsewhere in the Maldives. Friends, it has been really an action-packed visit for me this last 24 hours, with several projects, visits, inaugurations, agreements. And as I come closer to the end of the program, I would like to thank His Excellency the President, my host, Foreign Minister Shahid Abdullah, the government of Maldives, the people of Addu, and I should stress again, I'm here for the first time, for this very special gesture of hosting me and my delegation, for a very warm and gracious hospitality. I will always remember this visit to Addu, and I go back with a sense of satisfaction that the India-Maldives partnership is very clearly on the move, that it delivers results to its people. It meets the expectations of our society, and we are certain that the projects and initiatives we have launched in Addu and in the other regions of Maldives will be completed soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Next, ladies and gentlemen, please help me to welcome the holder of the Distinguished Order of Izzuddin, His Excellency Abdullah Shahid, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Maldives. Let us give him a warm round of applause.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalam ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. India ke Kharji Wazir Dr. Shankar, Minister of Health, Honorable Ahmed Naseem, High Commissioner, Addu City Mayor, Dawlatiga Wazirum, Raitu Madlihiga Memberum, Council Memberum, Adi Sihi Daira ga Masekura Mugendoa, Emmiha Mawzifun, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Miyadu, Huludu Miyaduga mi Hulugenda, Sihata Behe Markazaki, Agun Menge, Mi Divihirajege, Fahoge Tarikhuga, Agun Menge, Samalukan Adia Khilafa Benu Befawa, Dairaga, Ehitiruma, India Sarkar Higa, Hulugenda, Markaz. Mitanuga mi jalsaga demme badairu handarangandani eru rajyega draga behegotun kurawun mashwarata hoguterega emme boda dekewone wahakeki mikama behe wahaka dekkun ei eharangal komennune e wahaka dakka kama banya mikama mashhur kallibi mi takati benu kura kudin wani gine mi nudakka wahake gotuga mi forwa fa wakame gotuga සිද්දු කොෆාවා කම ගොසුක බේබුමා රංගලේ ඒගොතන් එකම් බට්ටම් වෙගෙන් දියේ මිහිසාබන් ආයරු මිකමකි ෆොරුවාෆා රක්කා කොෆා අව ඒක මතිගා මතිජාෆා බේබේවර කම කබර බොඩු වෙච්ච කොම්මේ ආයිලාක බිස්නාලියස් ඒ ආයිලාක ද්‍රෝගේ බබාගේ හිද්දතිකන් තහමල් කරම් දා කුජ්ජකු මීහකෝ දෙන් ආයිලා මදේ බුණුමකි දොග කන්නුවාන ඒ මියදුගේ حالت අදි මිකමුගේ නාජායිස් ෆාදා නෙගුමේ ගොතුන් මිකමුගේ වියෆාරි කරමුන් දා බිහුම් එත සතේක කිලෝයිගේ මස්තුවාතක රාජ්‍යයෙන් එතරකෝ ඒ වියෆාරිකොන් ඒම් ෆාදානක් මුගෙන් දා මිහුම් එමිහුන්නා එන් හැමයිගා ද්‍රෝගේ බබාගේ වික්ටිම්ස් අදබ් දෙමුගෙන් දියා නිසාම බස් අගුමන ෆෙනිගෙන් දියා ද්‍රෝගේ බේනු කුරා කුදින් උමුර ජල්ලමු ගෙන්දිය zamaන බස් අගුමෙන් දුෂින් සවන් හදාගේ බුරේ මේ ෆුර්තම ද්‍රග් බේනු කුරා කුජ්ජක උමුර ජලල්ලි දුහ හුකුම් කුරි දුහ ඒකු ජාම්බ්‍රාගනගෙන් කෝටු කිතරිය වෙට්ටුන ખબર මෙදක්කනි නවාස්තේක නුවදිහාගේ ෆහකොල්ගේ වාහකත එයි ඒ zamanuක حالت උමුර ජලල්ලුමගේ قانون تنفيذ كرة منقص دهاس هتر وانا هرجع دهاس تيم وانا هرجع رئاسة انتخابات هم ديرو راجع جالوته هوگا عمر جال لا فاتبي لك جينا كودين تتبي إيرو رئيس الأستاذ محمد عبد القيوم ماليا راجع كان كلته هوگا ميهونا بدل كربان فتوي مega එමනික් ෆානන් එම්මෙ ගිනන් මිහුගේ ෆරාතුන් අන්න මුන්දියා එදුමකි ජලල්ලා ෆාතිබි කුදින් මිනිමන් කොද්දෙවා එකුදින ෆර්වාලි බේන ගොතෙන් අද්වාද භාෂ එකම ගුලිගෙන් කාරුණන් ආ බදල කායකෝ වරගෙන කුදින ලුයි ලිබිගෙන් දියා එහෙනම් මෙස් මිහාතරන් ආයිරුවස් අල්කොන් මෙන්න එකසීගෙන් බා ගොතෙක් රාජ්‍යයක බිකමුගේ ෆර්වාලි බේනේ නිසාම් තකෙක් කණ්ඩාලා හිංගුමුග මෙවනි දයිතේ කුරිමතෙෆ එහෙනම් මෙස් Minister of Health, Honorable Ahmed Nasim, ke bellem ke dashung NDA ke hingun tere naiko mihar mivani rangalu misrabaka mimasakke feshifa argument war saaf ko mihar ba fene viafari koggen e viafari faada naga mihunda e mihun eter kura mastwa takati ge baban victimize fa mihunda mi tafatu genna ei argument ge මියදුගේ සර්කාරුගේ විශ්නුමකි රයිස් ඉබ්‍රාහිම් මුත්සාලිහ්ගේ විශ්නු ෆලකි මියදු මිහුළුවේ විලුණු හුළුවේගේ මිදනි ඉන්දියා සර්කාරුගේ එහියා එකුගාව කන් එයි පරබඩ හේ ෆාලේ අගොන මිබගුතු ඉන්දියා ගුලිගෙන් කරමුන් ගෙද්දා එම්මෙ බොඩ එක්කමකි රාජ්‍ය මස්තුවාතකේ තෙතර කුරා මීහුන්නන් ඒ මගුත බන්දු කුරු එතකේ රාජ්‍යයෙන් එතරවිය නුදිනු security ya intelligence sharing edasum efataketi hoda denagane vifar kura mihun huttu ekama ruliasgen ekankam hurasala mase kura mihun rajyage raisuna feniwadanwana zazatuge nannamuga zazatuge bahanaga nukume mi masakkata mi nurakkateri waban algodmen salameba minjuwa mikura masakkata huraselu mattaka mase kura mihun etbi fenna Honorable Ahmed Nasim ge waqfuga vidalwi Vilunu ge maane ki ummide miyadu divirajya India demedu atugulalaage mi fasha masakkate ki Allah ge rahmat fulaiko rajya ge raituna fisari ummide libena kame agun men minukuti mikankam ga hallu hodan rajya ge raitun tereng ehi terikam beenuwa aila takan ehi terikam dinuma adi mikamuga viafarikon විපාරිගේ බේනුන් එලිබේ නහම ෆෑදාත නගාගේ රාජ්‍යගේ සුවන් ජීලෙන් හලා කොල්ලන් උලේ මීහුන්නා ඉදිකොලන් ෆිසාරි කෙරිගෙන් එකම ගාම කුරීගා හුන්නවි රාජ්‍යගේ හිව්වරුගද රයිසුල් ජම්හූරියා අල්ෆාල් ඉබ්‍රාහිම් සාලිහ් එමන් ෆෑප්පුලුගා මුලි රාජ්‍ය මෙවනි ෆූගලාලා ෆඩුකුබේ අල්ලාහ්ගේ රහමත් ෆලාකු අගුන් මෙන් මිකන් කාමියබ් කුරානා අගුන් මි ෆුර්සතුගා ඉන්දියාගේ इज्जत बोर्ड वजीर श्री नरेंद्र मोदी इखलास से शुक्र दरनो External Affairs Minister Dr. Shankar, ikhlas de shukra darno, India ge algon menge equary, emhara yutuna, hifet menne, ikhlas der kama heodum fono. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Next, I would like to invite the Deputy Minister of Health, Mr. Shammar Sharif, Chairman of the National Drug Agency Board. Ladies and gentlemen, please give him a very warm round of applause.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The Minister of External Affairs of India, His Excellency Dr. J. Shankar, Minister of Foreign Affairs and the bearer of the Distinguished Order of Izzuddin, His Excellency Abdul Shahid, Minister of Health, His Excellency Ahmad Naseem, Minister of Higher Education, His Excellency Dr. Ibrahim Hassan, Mayor of Addu, Honorable Ali Nizar, Honorable MPs, Honorable Councillors, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is indeed a great honor and privilege for me to address this special event, opening of Vilunu Treatment Center. Vilunu is a generous donation by the Indian government. We thank the government of India for this support. It is a symbol of hope for those who are suffering addiction. The past 10 years, the demographics of substance use has changed drastically, and the landscape of vulnerability has changed. Along with this change, the numbers affected have widened. To add to this complication, we have observed the move away from more plant-based drugs to synthetic and psychoactive drugs. This rapidly changing and complex situation warrants treatment to evolve, and we are evolving. We have been able to identify the main areas, and with our new plans, we will respond with more evidence-based, trauma-informed, better accountability systems, and most importantly, compassion. Today, I'm honored to announce that Vilunu will be operated in such a way that every individual who accesses our service will be carefully assessed, and the treatment plan will be individualized to meet their needs. We are adopting scientifically and globally proven methods in treating these patients. The in-house capacity of this facility is 60. We have adequate capacity for detoxification and plan to start community programs in the next quarter of this year. Our detox programs aims to meet internationally established best practices. We believe in continued training and development to keep up with the international developments in the area of addiction. Hence, prior to the opening of our medical and clinical staff underwent a special training last week. I'm confident that the efficient and motivated team at Vilunu will provide high quality service to the clients. We have also realized that the recipe for success is trauma-informed care. It is therefore the opposite of a boot camp, rather a place where clients feel accepted and are cared with compassion. Our challenge is lack of resources, including a huge gap in human resources for programs such as this service. But we know that behind every successful service, there must be continued quality checks and capacity building programs, and a sustainable mobilization of resources. Therefore, we hope for continued support from well-wishers like the Indian government and other collaborators to sustain this high-quality service. Let me take this opportunity to thank all the volunteers and consultants who have been guiding us to create a framework to deliver the best service at this center. Furthermore, I thank His Excellency the President, His Excellency the Vice President, and the Government of Maldives, especially the Minister of Health, Honorable Ahmad Naseem, who has been our guiding star throughout this whole process. I thank the Government of India for their support in making Vilunu and its services a reality. His Excellency Abdul Shahid's continued support for this improvement of health sector is greatly appreciated. Thank you. I thank the many people, my colleagues, the City Council, government agencies, NGOs, UN agencies, the private sector, and generous and the wonderful people of this community who were part of bringing this center into operation. My heartfelt thanks to our valued staff and volunteers of NDA who bring joy and hope to individuals every single day. I assure you that we have set out to save many people's lives. We will shed light and give individuals a better life full of hope. Together, let's create a resilient and a more compassionate community. May Allah bless us all in this journey. Thank you all.
Thank you, Chairman. Finally, I would like to invite His Excellency Dr. J. Shankar, Minister of External Affairs of the Republic of India, holder of the Distinguished Order of Izzuddin, His Excellency Abdullah Shahid, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Maldives, for the signing of the guest book. Me izatering fiava ehem beflung me soikroba beflung fiava ehem beflung markola dev madanna